I was positively surprised, when I noticed that you can deduct your daily lunch if you have a bill, and if you don't have a bill, then you can deduct 45 Swiss francs, if I remember correctly. That's amazing.
And then in 5 working days, you have your company incorporated in the
So
country.
it takes only 5 days.
5 days
To
from the entire day.
Yes, I know. To open bank account, it's an issue. And I know that you perfectly help here. And then it takes 5 days to incorporate the company.
Yes, more or less.
Nice to meet you. We are today in Lugano in Switzerland. I am a guest in World Trade Center at the premises of Leonardo Mario Cavalleri. And I would like to introduce my guest in my channel. We work with Leonardo for a few years already. Your background is from real estate, but you are also consultant in accounting and taxes. Leonardo manage and incorporate companies in Switzerland. You are acting also as a professional director in the companies whenever this is necessary, right?
Right.
Nice to meet you, and let's talk each other to our audience.
Thank you, Anna Maria, for being here. It's a pleasure to be here with you at World Trade Center Lugano.
I have to stress that this is not very often to have such a professionally experienced and educated director to be able to have him on the board. So let's discuss about Switzerland today.
Okay.
And let's start why people choose Switzerland. What kind of clients would like a Swiss company to be incorporated and to be run here?
This is a really big question.
I know. I know.
Because Switzerland is a place in the center of Europe, a place where it's simple to doing business, and a place where laws, fiscal laws, and the system in general is a system that helps business to develop and to grow and to operating in a really international and interconnected system.
I have an impression that people also choose Switzerland because I would say that Switzerland has a brand, like high quality. If something is Swiss, it must, it is prestigious, luxury. So whenever you do financial consulting or professional consulting, such consulting from Switzerland looks fine. If you produce chemistry or some businesses are good to be seen from Swiss perspective, then, for instance, from Hungarian, maybe Dutch, it does not look so good when it's from doing business from Lugano or from Geneva.
You're perfectly right. And there is a particular word that is Swissness. You know it?
Mm-hmm.
Swissness is a concept now because it represents all the best sides of having some business in Switzerland, because the imaging of Switzerland in the world is exactly you were saying. It's a country where you can find something you can't find abroad. Here you can find a strong banking system. Here you can find the stability. Here you can find the neutrality. Here you can find a system where people lives really good in a very safety
environment.
environment, yes, and also where they can spend a lot of time in working because everything or almost everything is working well.
Exactly. And also, I like very much what I like very much in here is that when you go to the tax authorities, to the office, and discuss with them how it's possible to solve this particular matter, if I have doubts how the taxation will work in Switzerland.
Yes.
You go, you agree, then you send an email, everything is, closed, and even tax ruling in Switzerland, it takes 3 weeks, whereas in other countries it takes from 3 months up to 6 months, and you don't know what you receive. So it's a very effective approach.
For sure, especially if you look or you compare this kind of system to other countries, you can find a really important difference, because here we can say everything is simplest. Everything is simplest, and especially the interaction with the private people or the business and the authority is something we can say unique, because you can talk to the authority, for example, to the fiscal authority, and try to find a solution. Because the Swiss state, Swiss laws are applied in a way in order to guarantee that entrepreneur and business people can manage as best as possible their activity and grow their activity.
Because in Switzerland, people, also those who work in the tax authorities, they are wise. They know how to make money. And I like the idea that they make an agreement with the entrepreneur. Okay, this is what you are planning to do. This is what you are planning to pay to us. And a deal is deal. Let's go to work.
Yes. We can, divide this argument into two parts. The cases in which you make a deal, a real deal with the fiscal authority, and in that case you are, in a box, because you know today what will be your fiscal charge from here to
the future. Yes.
And this is one case, a specific case. And the second case is the normal one, or the ordinary one. That is the case of a simple business or a simple professionist or a private person that works normally. And in this case, you don't have an agreement with the tax authority, but you simply present your tax return, and you find a system really clear, really simple, we can say really polite, and you know that you have on the other side the fiscal authority that only check your declaration and tell, okay, it's compliant with our laws, or maybe if they want to check some specific aspect, they call you, they discuss this aspect with you, and they find a solution within the framework of the fiscal system. But so...
Are they aggressive?
Not at all.
Not at all.
Not at
I think also your law is very friendly. I remember when I was analyzing the deductions you may make in the company or in a business, I was surprised, positively surprised, when I noticed that you can deduct your daily lunch if you have a bill, and if you don't have a bill, then you can deduct 45 Swiss francs, if I remember correctly. That's amazing. That's, it's like an unexpected animal in the tax. A positive approach to the business. Let's start with my first question. So, what kind of businesses are coming here? Who admires and accepts that this business is, this environment is so friendly, and which businesses are really using Switzerland to set up company here?
Okay. Swiss system and of course Swiss economy are really developed system, really developed economy. And so this is the right place to open companies in a lot of different sectors. We can go from the simple trading sector to the real estate sector, to the consultancy sector, to also manufacturer sectors. No?
Pharmaceuticals.
For sure.
It sounds like it must be Swiss. Or some chemistry or a very artificial kind of production. It also sounds like it must be Swiss.
Must be Swiss. You're right, perfectly right. Because also it's from an historically point of view, pharma sector is one of the column of the economic system in Switzerland. But also, for example, non-profit organization.
Yes.
You know that in Geneva or also in other parts of Switzerland, there are a lot of international business or international organizations.
Yeah, it is also because of Swiss neutrality.
For sure.
From political perspective.
The Swissness.
The Swissness. And do you have any examples from clients who says that doing business from Switzerland was a good choice because, I don't know, the sale was increased or the client's perspective was better or they could much more easy negotiate contracts?
Yes, for sure. I can, for example, tell you about a company that is involved in metal trading, international metal trading. They buy metal all around the world and they resell metal all around the world. And here in Switzerland, this kind of trading is one of the best sectors to operate in because laws are really, really simple, really clear, and for example, in other clients of ours is involved in the food sector. Food sector is also trading, but how to say, in general, all the activities that are involved in international transaction are good for Switzerland.
Okay. But these are formal, legal perspective or environment that is more easy for the business to grow. I can say from my perspective as a foreigner who is not located in Switzerland, at least not now.
Not now. Not now.
Not yet.
Not yet, for sure.
The approach when you've got company in Switzerland, whenever you discuss with the Germans or you discuss with people worldwide, clients worldwide, it's easier than, for instance, having company in Eastern Europe.
Yes, for sure.
Exactly.
Because, there are different goals that you can obtain doing business here because you are from a geographic point of view,
You're in the center.
the heart of Europe, no?
Yes.
For sure. And so if you have to move goods, you are in a place where you can reach easier a lot of different places near here. Second, you are in a place where we have 3, 4 official languages. Because, and so people here speaks German, speaks French,
And Italian.
Italian,
And English.
and English too. But English is not an official language.
Yes,
know?
I know. I know. But you all speak English.
Perfectly right. And so it's a system where people are usually involved into stronger relationship with the other European country. But you're not part of European Union. And so this is a unique situation. And it's a useful situation for a lot of different activities, for sure.
Okay. So I feel after this conversation, even if I know all this stuff, it makes me like, I want to start business in Switzerland. And
we are here for you.
I know. And we've got plans for this afternoon to do something, yes, about my business. But coming back to, I would like to switch to technical part. We know that this is very convenient to do business here in Switzerland, but imagine that someone wants to set up a company here. What she knew about doing business, how long it takes, whether to choose SARL or which in German is GmbH, yes, or SA. What documents should be, briefly, if you can discuss the technicalities?
For sure. We can have a general discussion about these procedures, no? First of all, we need a bank. We need a bank. Yes.
That's
you know very well that one of the problem we have to solve to start doing establish a company here is to find a bank to work with. No? So when the client has a bank, the bank open a new account, and this account is directly on the name of the new company.
Mm-hmm.
Then the client pay the capital.
The capital.
Also, if pay, it's not the right word because you only deposit the capital.
Yes, we deposit the capital. For SAL, this is 20,000 Swiss francs.
Exactly.
For SA, this is 100 Swiss francs.
Perfectly right.
You can pay 50,000 if that's an issue.
Yes.
And then you go to the notary.
Exactly. When the bank relays declaration that the capital is on the account, you can take this document and go to the notary. The notary make a notarial deed to establish the company. And then
we have to mention that this is in local language, in Italian, German, and French.
Yes, because it depends on the canton where you establish the company.
Mm-hmm. But can you have it in English?
Yes,
okay.
It's possible to have it in English, but you have to have it both in English and in local language, yes, but it's accepted. Mm-hmm. And then in 5 working days, you have your company incorporated in the country.
So it takes only 5 days.
5 days from the entire day.
Yes, I know. To open bank account, it's an issue. And I know that you perfectly help here. And then it takes 5 days to incorporate the company.
Yes, more or less. It depends from canton by another, but in general, in a little days, you have your company incorporated in the local commercial register, and the company can start working.
What is important here, you need to have local director.
Yes, exactly. Because Laws here says that each company must have a director, have in the board a resident director. So, in general, people imagine or think that this is only a legal requirement. But I always say to our clients that this is an opportunity, because having a professionist in your board, a resident one, it's not only something required by law, but it's an opportunity to have someone that every day by day, check your business activity, knows very well
what you're doing,
what you're doing, and avoid to have problems here.
I would even say that this is very important from the perspective of changes we now face in European Union and also worldwide. Even considering the new director ATAT 3 that requires to have substance in the country where the company is incorporated. It's very important to have substance, which means to have an operating office, to have people on the board who live in driving distance from the company office. So during this discussion, you see also in between when we discuss the views from this place we are, where people work, where Leonardo work on daily basis, and actually having a company with such a professional support when people are here and whenever client is coming or tax authorities are coming, or even tax authorities from your home country are sending someone to knock the door to check if there is someone inside. It's great opportunity to have a company that is supported from inside, where people are here and they represent you anytime you are not in Switzerland. And when you are seen as a Swiss, proper, professional company doing business in your field. So you are the director in the companies that are managed for your clients or for our clients.
Exactly. Yes.
How you feel with this? How?
It's a great, how to say, a great job. It's a great.
Do you enjoy?
Yes, I enjoy.
I know clients are very happy.
Oh, thank you very much.
I wonder, yes, how your day looks like when you've got company. What are your duties in the company?
When you are in the board, you represent the company. You represent the company for external people, for other company, but also for the state, for the authority. This is how to say, a role, an important role, because every time there is an important situation, every time there is an important document, every time there is an important matter to treat, you must be there and you must manage it in the interest of the company. So, of course, we are not managers, because the company is managed by, in general, by a professionalist or someone that is specific involved in the business of the company. But the presence of a fiduciary or a business consultant like me or like someone of our company is really important to guarantee that your company is, how to say, under control.
And in good standing in Switzerland. Do you engage also in negotiating contracts, or whenever it's necessary, when someone asks you for instance, to go to sign contract, to help with?
For sure, because a lot of these jobs we can do it directly.
Okay.
Because me from in person or our colleague, we can make consultancies into the Swiss system. But also if we work in an international frame, for example, with you, we are able to check in general what is happening and advise the client in order to say, we are okay, we are not okay, this is in your interest, or this is not in your interest, or if we do like this, we can have problems, or listen, do like this. And so this is a fundamental role, I think, really important.
Leonardo, what you just said, and all this environment in Switzerland, plus your support here, sounds like giving really good ground to build business internationally and use the opportunity to grow someone's potential using Switzerland as a tool, to
yes,
to go
with that, to go
exactly. It sounds fantastic. I would like to continue a Swiss subject on my channel. Thank you very much for hosting me. And thank you very much for joining me on my channel. And sounds like a good choice to come to Switzerland. Thank you so much.
Swissness choice.
Exactly.
Thank you, Anna Maria.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.